This is for Year 12 methods. It's TechTask number 1, tangents and perpendicular lines. As the information on this sheet tells us, if we use graphs and tables, we can get equations of lines, but they're going to be decimal approximations that might be nice numbers or might not. But if we use main, we get exact values when the equations are given. So, what were the tasks that you were asked? So if I go the square root of x plus 2 and I go execute and I graph this down here and then I go analysis, sketch, tangent, and it's waiting, I press 2, go OK, and it draws the tangent for me. Then when I press XC, I get the equation down the bottom, and that equation is not exact. And I could do the same thing. I go analysis, sketch, tangent, analysis, sketch, normal, and it's asking where. I say at x equals 2, okay, it's drawn the normal for me, and when I press XC, it gives me the equation of the normal, and I can put that up here if I wish. However, it's not exact. If I wish to find exact, I go interactive, calculation, line, tan line at x equals 2 and go OK. And there is the exact equation, which is root 2 on 4 plus root 2 on 2 plus 2. And of course I need to add the y equals. And if I'm looking for the perpendicular line, interactive calculation line, normal, and at x equals 2. And there's the equation of the normal, and that's it there. I'd like to move down and have a little look at the last question, because the last question you need to think a little bit about it. So I've got sine, so bring up my keyboard, sine of pi x, close bracket, beautiful. If I'm going to look for the calculation of the tan line at x equals a half, it's going to give me 1, which means y equals 1, because this is always the equation of y equals 1. And if I was to consider what's going on when I do the normal at a half, I get undefined, but I get undefined because I have a vertical line. So sometimes I need to, at the same time, have a look and see what's going on. So if I have the sine curve and I zoom in just over this area here, and I go analysis, sketch the tangent at a half, so 1 divided by 2. It's a horizontal line at y equals 1. So obviously when I draw my vertical line, which is my normal at that point, sketch normal at a half, so 1 divided by 2, I get a vertical line, and when I press X here, it will tell me the vertical line's equation is x equals a half, which is where our vertical line is. So the rest of those you can easily work out yourself.